Okay guys, I want to do a quick video about Crowd PBN. This is a very unique system created by Abish Ravji. This system is designed to replicate what the white hat SEO guys are doing to rank for competitive keywords, and I'm going to show you some examples of that in just a second. Okay, now when you come into the Crowd PBN system, you can see here it's got a list of PBN networks, and this list of PBN networks is just the sort of generic networks that you must join at least one of these before you can unlock some other features, which include some other networks created by other users within the system. Okay, now to get to that part, you need to join at least one of these networks, and this is basically what it looks like, and you can see how much thought and effort is going into this system to make it really a good SEO system for being able to get relevant backlinks so that you can rank for competitive keywords on demand. Okay, now you can see in here these two generic networks at the top here. You can see the first one's got 54 domains, the second one has got 29 domains. That's potentially 54 websites that you can get backlinks from into your money site, okay, from this one network. The second one, potentially 29 links that you can get coming into your money site. Of course, you can use buffer sites in between if you don't want to use generic networks linking into your money site. But when you get into the other part of this system, once you've actually added a website in here, which I haven't done yet, so I can't show you the inside, I just know what's there because I've been talking to Abbas about it. But when you've joined one of these networks, what you can do then is you can join other networks, other users generated networks, where they are more private, they're not generic, and you have to have minimum requirements to be able to join their networks. So the requirements could be minimum trust flow. For example, there's a couple here that you've got to have a minimum trust flow of 10 for the domains that you want to add into the network. Okay, a minimum domain authority of 10, for example, here. The minimum amount of words on each piece of content, you can see here, 250, 350. I would rather go and join networks that were asking for content that's going to be at least 1,000 words. Okay, so it's going to be very unique and better quality content. Okay, number of domains will determine how many potential links you can get from each network. Okay, now what you can do here with Crowd PBN is you can join up to 15 different networks, and you can put into you can add in up to 10 different blogs for each network as well. Okay, so each network is potentially huge amount of backlinks, and let me show you a demonstration of how that can be really important. Okay, so for example, if I come over here into Google and I start to do a search, okay, now you can see here I've done the keyword research tool as my search here, and I've started to get some Google suggests, and I'm using a Chrome extension called Keywords Everywhere. And Keywords Everywhere is just a little extension that basically puts these numbers and this information onto any Google search that you do on Chrome. Okay, so you can see here, Keyword Research Tool gets 12,100 search volume per month. That's not going to be an easy keyword to rank for, but the potential payoff from being on page 1 of Google is going to be very high. Okay, so if I go and just do that search, Keyword Research Tool, okay, and we start to scroll down here, what I'm looking for is who is ranking, so that we can do a little bit of reverse engineering as in how they are ranking. Okay, so I'm just looking for a really good example so that you can see how people are getting backlinks and how they are taking advantage of this situation for long-term traffic. Okay, this one here, look at this one here, 133 experts reveal the best keyword research tool for SEO in 2019. Now this was only published on January 23rd, so it's about a week old, 2 weeks old maximum. Okay, and he's already on page 1 of Google for a competitive keyword term. Okay, that is only going to get higher in the search engines because it's a relatively new post. Okay, I'm guessing every single one of these 133 experts that contributed to this article here, let's open it up, they will be sending him traffic via social media, they will be influencers, and they will be sending him backlinks as well. Okay, this is how it works. This is how these guys get ranking. They get relevant backlinks from influencers within the niche, okay, from people who have got domains that have got some authority, that have already got some backlinks, that have already got some traffic ideally, and they have some social presence as well. Now, when we come in here, you can start to see how this is being put together. You can see like SEMrush is the top one, Google Keyword Planner is the second one, and what you can see as you start to scroll down is these different guys have, submitted their information, and all of that has been published inside the post. This is called a roundup post, and what he's doing with that is he's making sure that he's giving these guys a pat on the ego. Okay, he's stroking their ego, and he's going to get links from all of them, and that's why he's sitting at number one for a competitive keyword very, very quickly. Relevant backlinks, high quality backlinks, done very quickly, very easily, or is it? Okay, now it takes a lot of time and effort to do that email outreach to every single one of those people. Okay, if you're not doing it with a roundup post, you might be doing it just with writing some epic content. Maybe I'll do something about on-page SEO, for example. Let's go and do a search for on-page SEO. I'm using keyword terms within the SEO niche so that you can understand them, but this will work in any niche, obviously. So if you want to do it for losing weight, or you want to do it for some kind of diet stuff, some kind of affiliate offers, if you want to do it for fitness or for anything, self-development, any of those kind of niches, any niches whatsoever, high traffic, this is how you get rankings for them long term. You get high quality backlinks coming in from relevant websites, but you need to have really good content for that to be able to happen. Otherwise, people do not want to link to you. Okay, so when we come in here, backlink or on-page SEO, he's number one. Now, this was one of the first ones that Brian Dean did with what he calls his Skyscraper Strategy. And the Skyscraper Strategy is that Brian would go in with the keyword in mind that he wants to rank for, on-page SEO, for example. He would go and see what is ranking already from Moz, from Ahrefs, from Search Engine Land, or Search Engine Journal, etc. And he would take notes of what their content was about, and he would make better content. He would make more updated, fresher content, and he would make it even more epic than what they have got. Okay, he would bring it up to date, he would modernize it, and he would just basically do higher quality content, longer form content if that's what it took. Thousands of words more if that's what it took. And that's only 20% of the effort. The other 80% of the effort is the email outreach to everybody that was linking to these other people already that are on page one, and say to them something like, look, I saw you were linking to Ahrefs or to Search Engine Land or whatever for their content about on-page SEO. I've just done a new fresh version for 2019, and would you like to check it out? And what would happen then is you would start to get backlinks from these people, and you start to get some social shares, you start to get some traffic, and over time the backlinks start to increase, and there you go, you're on page one like Brian has done here. That's what the white hat SEO guys are doing, and this is what we're trying to replicate when we're doing private blog networks. We're trying to get links from relevant sites, okay, links from relevant sites that come into our website, into our money sites, so that we can rank long term. That's the whole goal, and that's why people create private blog network system. But you can see the problem immediately with that is two things. You need to be writing really epic content, okay? And you need to have a purpose for that content. There's no point to do it just for the sake of ranking for a keyword. You want to be able to have a conversion goal at the end of it, whether it's to build an email list, whether it's to make a sale, an affiliate commission, or whatever. And secondly, you're going to need tools that cost money to help you to do that email outreach, okay? And that is 80% of the effort, okay? So if it took you 2 weeks to write an epic blog post, you're going to be spending, next couple of months promoting that epic blog post so that you can get it into page one long term, so that you can benefit from that traffic, which is potentially, hundreds of thousands of clicks every single month, okay, from that point forward, from when you start to rank number one, etc. That's why these guys do it. That's why they put so much effort into it, and that's why it's really hard to go and rank for those white hat kind of SEO targeted keywords, okay? Because the white hat guys, they've got it down to a system, and their system just plain works. You can either join them, or you can try and take a shortcut. The shortcuts available to us are not that many, okay, for these kind of keywords. One of the ways that we can do it is private blog networks, okay? So with the private blog network, what we can do is we can create networks of domains that we control, okay, where we can control how many links go onto a particular post or how many links go onto the homepage of the site. We need to make sure that all of these blogs that we've got within our network are all on a different IP, and that we remove any footprints that we can, so that these look like real sites. And that's why private blog networks work really well. Now, the problem with private blog networks is they're not that easy to set up, or they can be really expensive. But the payback can be very, very similar to what you've just seen here for these kind of keywords, okay? Again, that's another 12,100 search volume per month. That's potentially a lot of clicks every single year, okay? And plus the variations of that as well. It's not just that one keyword, okay? The variations of that as well. Some people will type in like on-page SEO like that, and then it will type in on-page SEO with a hyphen, then it will, type in on-page SEO just all one word and stuff like that, and it keeps multiplying. Okay, you can see this keeps multiplying, and you can have some other modifiers in here like checklist and techniques and 2019, and you can be ranking for all these different pieces of keyword, all these different keywords, phrases with these modifiers with one piece of content. So you can see it can run into hundreds of thousands of clicks every single year, every single month can be running into tens of thousands of clicks because you're ranking for more than one keyword term, okay? But they're all closely related. So when we're doing these PBN networks, we're trying to replicate that, okay? And by trying to replicate that, what we need to do is make sure that we have removed those footprints, and that we have got these different Class C IPs, and that we got content freshness within these sites as well. And that's where people get really stuck, because it's not that easy to do it, okay? There's some great systems out there like Easy Blog Networks, okay, where they will provide the hosting for you. They'll make it really easy and quick to set up the sites. In fact, I've got an account there right now where I've got 40 blogs that cost me $99 per month. Okay. Now I need to add more blogs in there if I really want to make an impact. You can see if I want to go and rank for term like keyword research tool, that there's one guy there that's got potentially 133 SEO experts with relevant websites going to be linking into him. Okay, so my 40 site PBN network is not really going to make an impact on what he's doing, because he's getting those links from real influencers, whereas I'm just sort of faking it, if you like. Okay, so how do we replicate that? How do we take advantage of this strategy in a way that's quick and easy? Well, thankfully, Abbas has put together a system with Crowd PBN that you can collaborate with other people. Okay, and that means that you can join up to about 15 networks at one time within your account, and each network can have potentially 10 websites, 15 blogs from each person that is contributing to that particular network. Okay, so they've got these mini networks within the users, okay, and they're all putting these websites on different hostings, okay, and putting them into the network. So it kind of removes all the footprints that you need to remove naturally, and you've got these real websites all over the place that you can potentially be getting links from, okay? So you can tap into those kind of numbers of backlinks pretty quickly and pretty easily. And the best part is, it's much, much cheaper than using a system like Easy Blog Networks, because Easy Blog Networks, my account, I'm paying $99 per month for 40 domains. With these kind of networks within the Crowd PBN, you can join up to 15 networks, okay? In each network, you can contribute up to 15 sites in each. So if you've got maybe another 20 people that are contributing, say on average 5 each, even those 20 people contributing 5 different domains into one network gives you potential 100 links from just that one network. Plus you've got another 14 networks that you can join. On top of that as well, you can do 10 of your own private networks as well, with potentially 10 sites in each one. So that's another potential 100 PBN sites that you can tap into that you control, okay? And what does it cost? It costs $147 for a year. Okay, now think about this. This is really high value, because the Easy Blog Networks cost me $99 per month for 40. It's not going to be enough for me to rank for really high competitive keywords, these 40 domains. I need more if I want to compete with people like Robbie Richards, for example, or Brian Dean for these kind of keywords within the SEO niche. The good news is not everybody is doing these kind of strategies in different niches. So you can find sort of up and coming, trending keyword phrases and topics coming up that nobody's really tapped into yet, and you know that would be enough to be able to jump in there and to be able to get into page one and start to enjoy the traffic. But if you want to get into more established niches, you're going to need to come up with some solutions that are not going to be that expensive, that are not going to be that difficult, and CrowdPBN provides the opportunity to do that. Okay, that's how you can take advantage of that situation. Now, here is the prices that they've got in here: $147 for a year for the Guru package. The starter package is $27. Sorry, $20 less. That is just there for making this look good. Okay, same with this one here. That is there to make this look good. This is the real package here. You can join up to 15 networks. You can add up to 15 domains in a network. Plus you can do your own networks as well. Okay, sorry, there's 10 blogs to a network, so there's 15 networks that you can join. So that's 150 sites. Plus you can do your own networks as well. On top of that, up to 10 networks of yourself, of your own, with up to 10 blogs of your own. Okay, that gives you in total 250 websites. Okay, so that's how you can take advantage of those kind of strategies, and that gives you potential of a lot of backlinks that you can compete with even white hat SEO guys, so that you can get into those high traffic keywords and you can start to rank with the minimal effort. Okay, it still takes a little bit of work. You need to set up your websites and stuff, but if you really want to do SEO in a way that you can compete with people that are ranking for high value keywords, then this is a good system to be able to help you to do that pretty quickly, pretty easily. And you can even sell links from a system like this as well. So you can use it for yourself, you can sell links to other people, and plus the way the system is set up, there's a lot of fresh content coming into these systems and into these websites on a regular basis as well, so that keeps the freshness and it keeps these networks high value over a long period of time as well. So now it's time to discuss the bonus I'm going to put together for this. As you can see, it's $147 for a year, guys. Okay, so the bonus is going to be for this yearly offer. I know that in a couple of days time Abbas is going to introduce a monthly cost. The bonus I'm going to offer is for the yearly cost. Okay, the reason I'm doing that is because I've done some promotions recently where we gave high value bonuses away, and as soon as people got the bonuses and used the license and put the information they wanted into the websites via plugins like Local Biz Alpha, for example, then they refunded the promotion where they got or the product where they got the bonus from, and there's nothing I can do about it. So what we're doing here is we're giving only for the yearly license, okay, the bonus. And what we can do there is give you some choices. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to send in your receipt, and when you send in your receipt, we will send you information about the bonus. Okay, the bonus can include either or a combination of expired domain alpha, which basically recreates websites from archive.org, expired domains, okay, from archive.org into WordPress perfectly formatted. Expired domain alpha will also recreate the links that was on those domains as well, both the internal links and the external links. Okay, we have another tool called Link Control Alpha. Basically what that does is gives us link control in just a couple of clicks. Okay, so those domains, for example, they might have been set up pretty well, they might have had good domain authority, etc., good trust flow, but they might have had a lot of outbound links that were going to places like shopping carts. Okay, we don't know until we actually see the links. So the Link Control Alpha can take control of that and make all those kind of links no follow, so that you're getting higher value than even the previous owners got from those particular domains. Okay, so potential there is also that you can identify backlinks coming into that domain, and you can import those backlinks with the plugin, with the Link Control Alpha plugin that works with the third-party indexer, so that you can get the backlinks backlinked as well. Okay, so you're going to index the backlinks coming into those expired domains. The other tool that we have got is expired domain redirection. Okay, that tool will basically redirect complete domains with all the link just going to a single URL. Okay, there are times where that makes a lot of sense to do that, and if you go and check on Google how to do that, you're going to be searching through page after page after page of all the white hat SEO guys saying you need to do one link to a similar page on another site, and you don't do all these links into one particular URL. And it gets really frustrating very, very fast when you're trying to figure out how to do this properly. The way that we have set up expired domain redirection tool as well is that you can still access the WP admin. So if you want to go and change the URL that you have redirected that complete domain to, you can do that at any time as well. And that can pass thousands of backlinks to a specific URL. Now you could do that in multiple strategies as well, which we kind of covered in various courses over the past few months. And the other tool that we have created is VidSpy Alpha, which you can go and find expired domains from broken links in YouTube and Dailymotion. Okay, so there's a possibility there that you can get one computer license of that as well. What I want you to do is, if you want to purchase Crowd PBN, then send in your receipts, and I'm going to give you some options that will include parts of each of what I've just suggested there. So there's expired domain redirection, there's link control alpha, there's expired domain alpha that recreates sites from archive.org snapshots, and there is VidSpy Alpha as well. Okay, so you're not going to get all four, but I'm going to give you some options that you can choose from that. I might give you an option of 5 site license for expired domain alpha and 5 site license for expired domain redirection, for example. Okay, so there will be some options like that. I just haven't figured it out yet what I'm going to offer, but it will be something high value. And even those two themselves, that would come to equivalent of what you'd be paying here for a year, because these are really high value tools as well. If you go onto Fiverr.com and you try and find a gig on Fiverr.com that will recreate from archive.org or from Wayback Machine into WordPress, you're talking about $70 per domain. Okay, whereas expired domain alpha does it in one click, and plus it restores all the internal and external links that was on that domain as well, plus perfectly formatted, the same as the site was previously. So these are really high value bonuses, and what you need to do is just send me your receipt, okay, into support@anthonyhayes.me, and we will give you the options, and you can choose which options are best for you. Okay, so you can see what the options are. You might already have 10 or 20 site license for expired domain alpha. You might want something else. You might want a 1 computer license of VidSpy, or you might have VidSpy 1 computer license or 2 already, and you want to get another license to give to a virtual assistant, for example, or you might just want to get like 20 expired domain redirection licenses so that you can do your own private networks within the Crowd PBN system. Don't forget, you can do 10 of your own networks there, and that means that you can be doing a whole bunch of redirection stuff at very, very low cost. If you try to do that on EasyBlog Networks, you would be wasting money, because you're paying for every domain, whether you redirect that domain or not. Okay, so this way you've got a little bit more control about what you can do at a cost that's really affordable. Okay, $147 a year is not that expensive. It's not that expensive. That's a good price for this particular tool. In fact, I got a review copy of this, and I plan to purchase another license for this particular one at $147 a year. That's how much high value I think this is, and I've got a whole bunch of different strategies that I can use with this because it's in WordPress. Okay, and we can do a lot with that. So just send in your receipts, and we will be able to give you some options, and you can choose whichever option is best for you. Thank you.